Hello and welcome to My Retired Life. I'm Scott, and today we're going to be talking about toxic people and how to get them out of your life. Yeah, you don't want toxic people in your life. 2025 is new, it's a fresh start, so let's get rid of some toxic people. Or just be aware they're toxic to your relationship, okay? Now, some of these are really easy to identify, and others not so much. And the ones at the end, you have to really think about why they're toxic in your relationship. Now, some of them are up front. The first couple are pretty easy. You don't want them in your relationship, and they're very easy to spot. So slowly move them out without it hurting their feelings, if that's possible. What I mean by that is, maybe they're a good friend, but they're toxic to you and what you're trying to accomplish in your retirement. Maybe you just want a tranquil life. And that'll take us right into the first one, the complainer. Very easy to spot. That's all they do is complain, complain, complain. Oh, the meal's too hot. The meal's not cold enough. The sushi's not cold. I don't like that TV. I want a bigger TV. All they do is complain. No good. Get them out of your life. Slowly drop them out of your circle. Next one is the self-pitier. They come over to you and all they do is whine about their problems. Well, when you listen to all these problems and whining, you become part of that problem to them. And it just brings you down. It makes you the victim, and you're not a victim. The only victim you are is listening to them take self-pity on themselves all the time. Instead of saying, okay, we're going to play cards. Oh, I don't want to. My leg is sore, or my wrist is sore. Okay, well, let's go for a walk. Well, my knee is bothering me. Those people, they're toxic. They're toxic. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes their knees are really sore, but they're not always complaining. They're always looking to do things differently, better. But sometimes that's all they do is whine. So you don't want to be with the whiners. Another one, and I'm a little bit guilty of this myself, stubbornness. Yeah, I'm not stubborn. I'm set in my ways. No, I'm stubborn sometimes. But sometimes stubborn people with no flexibility because, oh, this is the way I do it, or this is the way it's always been done. Yeah, no. Get rid of them. They're just going to be a battle to do anything. I don't want to do that because I walk the dogs at 9 o'clock every morning. Instead of walking the dogs at 8 and going out with your friend, they're whining about it. And they're stubborn. They're set in their ways, so vastly in their ways, there's no flexibility. And there has to be give and take in any relationship, whether it's your spouse or a friendship. It's just the way it is. Sometimes they have plans and you don't get it. Other times they do. But it's just one of those things where stubbornness is ugly. The insensitive person. Yeah, the insensitive person is insensitive. You know, you might be struggling with something, a death or something, and they tell you to get over it. Well, you know, there's a time and place for that, right? You will get over it, but if they're not going to be there to support you when you need it, as long as you're not a victim, I always need help. You know, the insensitivity, like be sensitive to people's situations. Some people have health issues. So if you're going to go to a movie with them, it might take you longer to check in because they're wheelchair bound or something. Be sensitive to that. Don't be insensitive. Like, hurry up because I got to go. Insensitivity. These are a few of the easy ones to spot. Another easy one to spot is an envious person. An envious person's really easy to spot. Oh, I wish I had a Lamborghini like you. Instead of saying, damn, you got a Lamborghini. Can I take a ride? Be happy for the person. Someone's going on vacation. Be happy for that person. Build up his excitement. Make it a joyful thing for him. Don't be envious and take him down. Oh, I wish I could. You can do that. Anybody can do that. I could afford a Lamborghini if I sold my house. Practicality, right? But I'm still not envious that he's got it. I'm happy that he's got it. Have that attitude. That person would be much better to be with than somebody that's always envious. Oh, I have a 50-inch TV. You got a 75. Am I envious? Yeah, not really. I'm happy for the guy who's got a 75, because if I'm going to watch football, their heads are big. You know, I've got a 55-inch TV. I could have a 75 or 85 if I really wanted it. When I watch something on a 75-inch TV a friend has, I'm not envious. I'm happy I'm there watching it. But envious people can be a toxic person. Something you got to keep notice of and beware of. Now we're starting to get into a little bit more complex people that are toxic that you might not know it. People that are flattering you all the time. Right? You're not having a real conversation. Everything's about flattery. More than not, they want something. They want something from you. Right? There's something that they want because they keep flattering you and want to be part of your life. So you got to be careful of those. They're a little bit, because somebody's flattering you, you're pretty happy that they're flattering you. You think it's not toxic, but sometimes it is, because in behind that flattery is jealousy. And jealousy is an ugly thing, but you don't see it because they're flattering you. So it's just beware of the flatterer. The flatterer? The flatterer. Whatever. Flatterer. Okay, I think I said it right. I got birds out here in the trees. It's nice. Now we come into the last two. The selfish person's one, which is easier than the last one to find as a toxic person. A selfish person, it's all about me. There's no give and take. If they want to do this, they're going to do that. And if you're not there, it's okay. But if you want to do something and they don't, they're not gonna. They're not going to be part of your outing to the bowling alley or whatever you're doing. They're not going to help you raise money for a church or something. They're not going to help you because it's about me, unless they benefit, right? So the selfish person, you got to really beware of. He's pretty easy to spot, but the true ones that you can see is when you're doing something with somebody, they always have to go first. They have to be about them and not about us or the other person. And the last one, very hard to see, but you really have to watch their actions. And that's somebody that's doesn't have any morals. They're undisciplined. They're wild. They're crazy. Now, I was that when I was 20 years old, but in retirement, you're not unprincipled. Like, you remember your manners, pleases and thank yous, simple stuff like that. People that don't do that, like if you go over to somebody's house, they invite you over. Thank you for having us. It was a great evening. Those people have morals. Other people just eat, finish, and say good night. They don't thank them. They don't acknowledge what they've done for the evening, like put out a spread and playing cards and stuff like that. They just leave. Good night, and we'll leave. Or morals, they do things on that they shouldn't be doing, and it's very noticeable in a neighborhood. Somebody shooting off fireworks every other night, or letting your dogs bark right next to you in the yard. They have no morals. They don't care about you. They let the dogs bark all night. I came from that spot. I know where that's all about. Even if you ask them to calm the dogs down. It's not right. Well, those are a couple of signs that there's some toxic people in your life. Keep an eye out for them. And if they get to be overwhelming or unbearable, just slowly phase them out. Do less and less with them. Don't listen to them. Don't argue with them. Just say, I'm busy, and move on. It'll do your peace of mind a wonderful thing. You got to have that peace of mind. And toxic people, they don't give you that. In retirement, you want a peace of mind, as well as some peace and quiet sometimes. But that's about it. Keep an eye out for those toxic people. You could check out this video or this video. And let's call this one done.